What's up, guys? Mike Winters here. Welcome back to Point and Shoot. Today we got something special for you guys, a very exclusive interview with the notorious Sacramento Gang Archives, a.k.a. SGA, Mr. Screets. I consider myself a huge fan of his work. He puts out a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of insights that you're not going to get anywhere else. Very controversial, very polarizing. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him, and I'm very excited to have him on. So without further ado, SGA, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, I'm actually a fan of your channel as well. It's crazy, the whole Briss panhandling, his whole rise. I actually never knew that was you, so fuck. I apologize, bro. But yeah, man, you are a major part of Sacramento's history. So yeah, man, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Rest in peace, Briss, man. That's a big honor to be a part of his legacy. So let's get a couple questions underway here. Let's get this thing running. Let's just jump right into it. So I want to ask first: Are you from the streets, or do you get your information from a third party, or how do you get your information?
Well, unlike that one blogger people like to compare me to, I am actually from the streets, and honestly, my information is 90% in my head. 5% may come from fans, and the other 5 may come from the actual coons I do the videos on. But yeah, I don't have no real sources. It's all the archives. That's why I named it Sacramento Gang Archives. So yeah, I might get something wrong, hella small, like a fucking last name or a fucking shoe size or some stupid shit. But the people in my comments, they hate. Man, the shit that they say sometimes be wrong, it comes straight from the horse's mouth. So, hey man, I'm Sac Archives. These motherfuckers are fans, and some of them are haters, so I don't give a fuck. I just do what I do.
Yeah, man, I was always kind of curious about that. Like, if it was just coming out of your head, or if you had someone that would, like a mole or something, that was sneaking information to you. So let me ask you this: what would be like the mission statement, if you want to call it that? Like, the purpose for your channel, like what your mission is through this kind of content.
I don't know, man. I never thought about that shit. SGA, Sacramento Gang Archives, home of some of the most thorough Sacramento history told in satire, so you can laugh while being informed.
So how did you first get started on YouTube, and how did you come up with the method or the idea to disguise your voice and be like a mysterious figure?
How did I come up with it? Well, my girl, she does makeup tutorials, and she has a setup to where, you can make videos and all that shit. And I kind of helped her set it up years ago, so I'm very familiar with this program that we use, or I use. So, yeah, and of course I want to disguise my voice for obvious reasons. I don't want these motherfuckers knowing my voice. So, yeah, I had to choose between the deep one, the slow-mo one, or the Alvin and the Chipmunk. And, of course, this one, it just fits me. It fits the way I talk and everything, The fuck?
Yeah, I agree. It does fit. It does. It's definitely you. So, why do you think it's growing so fast, the channel? Why do you think you're taking off so fast, and why do you think you're gaining as much notoriety as you are at the speed that you are? It's
gaining notoriety. How it is so fast is because I'm doing something that no one has done in a way that no one has done it. Come on, Mike. Be real. All these other bloggers are corny as hell, man. Especially the ones that they compare me to. It's like comparing apples and oranges. What the fuck? So it's kind of like I'm going against the grain. That's why they like to call me the police, because motherfuckers is really scared of these coons, the fans and the friends of these coons. So, of course, I'm going to get shared, and these coons are going to share me, calling me the police, and try and get me canceled. And, of course, it's going to be a lot of the fans that been knowing that these motherfuckers is idiots, and, hey, they might have never known, and I might have shown that these coons are coons in a whole different perspective. People love my channel, man. Another thing, my information is fucking correct, man, and you can tell. And also, I don't clickbait, it's a lot of bloggers out there, they do this shit for views. I don't need to, man. My shit is so thorough, I don't have to go let's say, how do you say it? Oh, yeah, I don't have to cut no corners, I just gotta do what I do. Mike, just be honest, man. Who is going to get behind the mic and shed light on these coons and this coonery in Sacramento in general, like SGA, Just be honest.
You might definitely be right about that one, bro. I never, ever see anyone. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I don't see a lot of people saying that your information is incorrect. I just see a lot of people not agreeing with the fact that you're putting it out there. But I really like it because it's not glorifying anything. It's actually just shedding like a real world perspective on the tragedies that are going on behind all this activity. So do you feel like you get mostly negative or mostly positive feedback from your viewers as a whole?
Man, the only fucking negative feedback that SGA receives is from these coons and convicts and these motherfuckers that live and die by this gangster shit, and they will fucking bleed the streets. It be the motherfuckers that still wash their drawers in the shower and still make grilled cheese sandwiches on ironing boards with a fucking iron and still make Kool-Aid goddamn popsicles from scratch, and they don't even have no fucking ice. It be them motherfuckers that make something from nothing on some jail shit. They bleed and die, live and die. It's fucking shit. But like I said, that is only about 15 or 10%. They don't even make a dent in my fucking followers or my viewers, I got good fans, man. All my supporters, they're like 85%, and they love this shit. They laugh their asses off, man. Just look at the comments, and look how many people like certain key comments, like me being funny,
Do you ever feel like the content that you post, some of it might potentially get somebody in trouble? Or is there an etiquette that you have for what you do and don't put out?
Look, I did extensive research on what someone can actually get incriminated by just off a random blogger on YouTube's videos. None of my videos can get used in the court of law. That's exactly why they have disclaimers and shit. I mean, look, bro, it's certain people who has cases that are super sensitive, and they're in my comments all the time demanding videos from those people. But I'm sorry, like, it's certain cases that I can't talk about, and it's certain people that I can talk about. Half this shit, they do my job for me. I just format that shit into a fucking video, and they hate that fucking shit. And people might try and say that I got Mava killed. But, man, look, I'm not going to say too fucking much, but the reason why I posted that video so blatantly how I did, because, look, man, Mava had a timer on his head, and let's just say that SGA was watching that timer. And, look, man, I know what the fuck I'm doing behind his goddamn mic. Look, bro, no one is going to ever go to jail behind my videos. It will never even get brought up in any kind of paperwork. And I guarantee no one will ever, quote-unquote, expose me for getting someone, to, quote-unquote, together, like Duda and CJ likes to say. Man, watch the show and enjoy. Fucking coons.
Has anyone ever tried to, or asked you to take something down? And if so, have you taken it down for them?
Has anyone ever asked? Okay, look, let me answer that question in a different way that you may expect. People ask me all the time, but do they ask politely? Fuck no. Man, what the fuck? These coons have no etiquette, no home training at all. They come in my fucking inbox like on some, hey, check this out, homeboy. Man, fuck y'all. I'm not taking shit down. Y'all have to act with some fucking manners and some with respect. What the fuck? For instance, it was this young man who trolled Mava after Mava passed, and somehow his Instagram handle got in one of my videos, and I honestly did not catch that shit, but hey, he was trolling Mava, and Mava's homeboys had found his address or some fucking shit. I don't know, man. All I know is his family politely hit me up on Instagram and let me know the dangers and the shambles that little motherfucker was in. And what did I do? I deleted the fucking video. I didn't save it. I didn't edit it. I didn't repost it. Nothing, man. I don't want that young man to die. What the fuck? But honestly, that's maybe the only video that I've had to take down. I can't think of any more. YouTube, of course, took about 5 videos down that I've ever posted. And one of those videos got me a strike recently, and that's that little forehead one. And I don't want no smoke with him or his forehead or his fucking label. Fuck that. Low ties, man, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I got a copyright strike. I didn't even get a violations guideline strike. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So yeah, I'm gonna treat Low Ties or TYS, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna treat him like Mark Zuckerberg. Yes a boss and no sub boss. Anything you say is yes a boss, no sub boss.
All right. Okay, so I wanted to ask, I noticed that you don't post any music or you don't cover rappers. Is there a reason for that? Is there? I mean, what are things that you just won't touch on the channel?
Look, man, if you noticed, it's 2 things that SGA doesn't post on his channel, and that is snitches. I don't give a fuck about who's snitching. That, in my opinion, I'll leave that for a whole another fucking troll page for Instagram, rat facts, and all that other bullshit. I'm not here to expose people. Fuck that shit. And another thing I don't share is music. Sacramento rappers, NorCal rappers. Honestly, because they promote a shitload of violence, and I don't promote violence on my page. I expose the coonery, and me promoting music that these motherfuckers is talking about sliding on ops and catching bodies and shit. And they catch like fucking 20 bodies each song, you know? So fuck that shit.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is your long-term goal, like moving forward, as far as like business venture-wise? Is this something that you're going to turn into a business, or is this just something that you do for fun, or what are your plans moving forward?
Well, honestly, man, if I'm welcome on your platform again, we can say that for a part 2, because honestly, I never even thought of long-term goals for my channel. I made this shit out of complete boredom, and it started doing numbers how it is on its own. So, hey, I guess that's something to think about.
Do you ever feel like there's a limited amount of material for you to cover? Or I saw that you started the NorCal Gang Archives to sort of broaden the reach for what you can cover. Is it hard to find sources for information for places that you didn't grow up in?
Do I feel like it's limits? In a sense, yeah. When I made this channel, I didn't wake up one day thinking that, like, I wanted to be a blogger, you know, or expose these motherfuckers. But it's almost starting to somewhat become a job, in a sense. I don't want to call it my job, man. I just be on the internet, and I see certain shit, and I think that it's idiotic. The point of view that I see it from, that's why I tell it in satire, you know? And it's really people and kids out there that will get a little bit confused, or fuck it, man. They think that shit is cool as fuck. You know, fuck that shit. Man, what the fuck? That's why I call it coonery. They may think that I'm racist. Man, I don't give a fuck. You guys know what you guys partake is fucking idiotic. So, hey, my only job is to make sure certain people look at that shit for what the fuck it is. So, yeah, I'm very good with the internet. So, hey, if it ever becomes a point in time where my channel gets big enough to where people want to get interviewed on my channel, I'll figure it out, man. You know, I'm good with this shit. But as far as NorCal Gang Archives, I definitely need sources. Outside sources. It's not like Sacramento to where I don't need shit from nobody.
So do you watch other channels too? Do you get information from like other bloggers, or are there any other channels that you're a fan of that cover this same kind of similar topics?
Well, to answer your question, I watch all this shit, all this coonery that goes on. That's what inspired my channel. But I'm not necessarily a fan of this shit. You know, I come from the streets. I don't glorify this shit like how the fans do, you know? So, the majority of the videos that I come across, I just watch that shit, and I maybe leave a like, and, yeah, I'll go off the video and on to the next. You know, unless it's a very viral video or someone that already has a name that I noticed before, yeah. But honestly, I stopped doing that shit, man. Lately, I've been paying attention to people's channels and subscribing and, you know, showing more love since I'm a part of that crowd now. Like, perfect example. I never knew that certain videos, such as the ones you posted and the ones that you recorded, like panhandling, I never knew that was you. Certain videos that I have seen with the Ape Gang, Young Coons, I never even paid attention to the person that was shooting it. I just click on the video if the thumbnail looks nice or the title is nice, and I watch it, and yeah, and I'll leave.
Hey man, thank you. Like I said before, it's just an honor to be recognized. So thank you. And so I know you mentioned a part 2, and I don't want to make the interview too long here. I like to make things short and sweet. So I think this is a good spot to cut it short. So Sacramento Gang Archives, I just want to say thanks again, and we gotta get the follow up, man.
Mike Winters, man. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. You guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to my fucking channel and my fucking Instagram for more content from Mr. Screets himself. SGA, I'm out.